So what are the necessary steps that somebody has to take to be able to grow, right, a small trading account? And is it even possible, right, to start with a small equity and be able to build that, right, gradually over time? So that's what we're gonna talk about in this video today, guys. I'm glad to be back here and be able to pump more content for you. I'm gonna be dropping a lot more videos very soon. But with that being said, let's get into today's topic. Let's roll the intro and I'll see y'all on the other side. Let's go. All right, welcome back, YouTube family. We are back at it again with more content. And like I said, in today's video, we're actually gonna be talking about, is it possible to grow a small trading account, right? And can you do it consistently? I know most people that get into trading, for the most part, don't necessarily have a lot of funds to begin with, right? So if that's you, you're watching this video, or maybe you know somebody, right, that wants to get into the field of trading, right, but they may not have a lot of equity to really put into the markets, then this video will hopefully be useful for them. So let's talk about it. How to grow a small trading account. So the way I like to break it down is 4 rules. Very simple. You know, I follow these rules to the T, best of my abilities, right? And I feel like if you apply these rules as well as you begin your journey in trading, it could really help you out a lot. So let's talk about the first rule. And I know that some of you guys, if not a lot of y'all, have probably heard this already before, right? Using proper risk management. Listen, the truth of the matter is when you first get into trading, you know, a lot of us get very excited. We get a little bit too excited, right? For that matter. About what we can do through the markets, and sometimes we let that excitement, you know, go so far that we forget to use proper risk management. And sometimes, you know, if you're new and you're starting an account with a small equity, it's very wise and very smart, right, to trade less than 2% per position. So less than 2% or even 1%, right, of your account per trade is conservative, right? That's using proper risk management, right, for a small account. And if you can do that with a small account, just think about what you can do with a bigger account. And that's the idea, is to start building that discipline, right, with a small margin. So once you grow your account to the 5 figures, 6 figures, so on and so forth, right, now you know how to properly leverage your equity on every single trade. Now, rule number 2, okay? And it's a simple rule, but like I say, sometimes what's easy to do is also easy not to do, right? Becoming consistent. I know a lot of people have a lot of challenges with this particular rule, including myself. Like, I've gone through a lot of, you know, obstacles. I've hit a lot of brick walls in my trading career when it comes to building consistency. And that's for the simple fact that a lot of us, when we get into trading, we like to come in with this mentality of what I like to call the shiny penny syndrome, right? Where we come in, we're extremely excited about the concept of trading, but because of us constantly thinking about where we can be with trading, we start to rush the process rather than trust the process. And sometimes that can hinder your growth, that can hinder your success with trading. So you got to take it slow, and you have to make sure that you are becoming consistent with smaller positions. So as you start to build your account, you can be consistent with the bigger positions, right? And I know, like I said, look, it's simple. I know you've probably heard this already, but I always tell people, look, fast cash, fast crash. If you have this fast cash mentality of trying to make money quick, trying to pay your bills this month with, you know, the money that you want to make from trading, you're putting all this extra pressure on yourself that you really don't even need to have, especially if you're starting with a small account, right? So that's rule number 2. Rule number 3, okay? Rule number 3 is that, I don't even know why I said that with an accent. I speak Spanish perfectly fine. But anyway, besides the point, rule number 3 is a rule that you might not want to hear, to be quite honest, but it's extremely important, especially if you're looking to build a massive account over time, right? And that is to not withdraw, but let it compound. Don't withdraw, let it compound. I literally have like a sticky note in my bathroom that says, don't withdraw, let it compound. It's actually kind of funny, but anyway, it's extremely important that you have that mentality where you don't withdraw every single day, every single week. It's only if you're looking to build a massive account over time. Look, obviously, if you're starting with a small margin, it makes absolutely no sense for you to try to withdraw every single week. But if you're starting with a larger account, right? Like 10,000, 20,000, 50, whatever the case may be, then that's a whole different ball game, right? But we're talking about building a small trading account over time, right? So far we talked about using proper risk management. We talked about being consistent, developing a consistent mindset, okay? And then the third is don't withdraw, just let it compound. And the fourth is another very important one that, look, I get it. You know, a lot of us, we watch a lot of videos on YouTube or even outside of YouTube. We see a lot of people having success in the markets, right? And sometimes we look at their success and we like to compare ourselves, right, to those kinds of people or those kinds of results. And I'll tell you right now, look, you don't want to, and I know it sounds a little bit cliche, but it's true. You don't want to compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10 because you don't know what that person has gone through. You don't know what trials and tribulations they had to go through to get to where they're at. So whenever you guys see, okay, a great trader or a success story from someone else, cheer them on, but don't ask yourself, why not me, right? Why can't that be me? Because I used to have that mentality too. I used to look at other people, other success stories, and I used to be like, man, that should be me, right? And what I've learned over time is that when you develop that mentality of should, first of all, there's no such thing as should in trading, right? There's no such thing. So you got to definitely get that word out of your system when you're coming into the charts, right? Because again, the other person that has the success that they have, you don't know what they've gone through. You don't know how much time, effort, right, and sleepless nights they had to put to really mastering this skill. So the next time you see a successful trader or anybody that you look up to right now when it comes to trading, right, don't look at them as competition. Just look at them as someone that, look, you're grateful to be able to see that person's growth, right, and you use that as motivation. Use it as motivation. Don't take it as a challenge, like, oh, let me skip chapters and let me try to speed up the process. No, look at that and say, okay, I see that that's possible for that person. So if they could do it, I can do it, right? And you just get back on the high horse and you keep doing it. You keep trading, stay consistent, follow proper risk management, right? And build what you guys could do as well is something that I don't necessarily have with me right now, but you can also have a trading journal to help you keep track, right, of all the positions that you take, especially if you're not looking to like trade 24/7 like myself. I don't trade every single day. I think that's annoying, to be quite honest. But if you're going to trade 2 to 3 days a week and you're going to devote an hour or 2 hours of those days to trade, have a trading journal. Keep track of your trades and then just be consistent. That's another way that you can build discipline and consistency over time. So that's about it, family. Hope you guys got a lot of value on this video, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Let's go. You